Ready? All right. Funky funk. Yeah. Oh. I'm digging this song, bro.
Same.
I think it's the first time on the Dreams to Reality podcast that we had some funk to start the show.
If it ain't funky, I don't want it.
That's it. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Dreams to Reality podcast. I'm your host, Annabelle Rodriguez, and today is episode 27. Actually, it's the first episode of December. Christmas is coming around the corner. Right now, people are not caring about their health and fitness, getting fat, eating all the food in the house, and, blaming it on Christmas and Thanksgiving. So I decided to get a very special guest for you guys today. He is a transformation specialist when it comes to health and fitness. He's a 10-year veteran, a really amazing coach, personal trainer. He's actually gone through a transformation himself, lost over 100 pounds, and completely changed his physique, his mindset, his life, and I really am excited to have him on the show. Please help me welcome Isaac Morrissey. Yeah. Beefcake's in the house.
What's cracking?
What's up, brother?
Not much.
AKA Beefcake. Where does that come from?
It's actually a family name.
Really?
Yeah, so it actually came around full circle.
What do you mean?
So it was originally a family name. I guess my mom had left me alone with my dad, and they're both very young, so he's watching South Park, and I don't know if you remember the fucking South Park. So it was that episode, and I was a little kid. And she had told him, you better not be watching fucking South Park with our son.
Yeah.
You know, it is absolutely horrible, because she went to school, and I guess it was his day off.
Yeah.
You know, because my dad used to work shitload. So
were you a little chubby kid when you were?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
dude.
okay.
So,
just for people that are out there that haven't seen this episode of South Park, Cartman, which is the little chubby kid in the episode, wanted to get buff, and they were selling this protein supplement called Beefcake 2000 or something like that.
Is that Weight Gainer 5000?
Weight Gainer 5000.
Weight Gainer 5000.
And he ended up just getting fat.
Yeah.
He was like clinically obese, like 500 pounds and shit. That's funny, man.
Yeah. So he says Beefcake.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was running around as a little chunky little kid in my diaper, fucking flexing and saying Beefcake. And
Jesus.
and I never heard the end of it. So when I played high school football and even college, my family would have these signs that said Beefcake on it with a cowbell.
Damn.
Yeah.
You played football?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's
yes,
funny,
sir. I played offensive guard. That was my favorite position in the offensive line, and I played defensive tackle in high school. I went both ways, so it was brutal.
That's crazy, man. Yeah, well, I want to thank you, for taking the time out of your busy schedule to come on the show. I know you had a couple of clients this morning.
I did.
So you're out of Apex Training Facility in Riverside. Anybody out there that's looking to transform their body and get their mind right, get disciplined, this is the right guy to go to. He'll guide you and, show you the right way. He won't sugarcoat or bullshit you.
No bullshit.
You might hate him, but at the end of the day, you'll love him when you see the results that you get.
Exactly.
And that's the most important thing out of, I think, any coach, whether it's fitness, whether it's, business coach, whether you have an accountant or you have a tax person, if you have people in your life that are there to support you and help you accomplish your goals, they need to be brutally honest with you.
Exactly.
And they can't bullshit you.
Yeah. Was an accountant going to say, "Oh yeah, you have money"?
Yeah, exactly.
You clearly fucking don't.
It's crazy because a personal trainer is a specialist, is a professional, quote unquote, to get licenses. But there's so much bullshit in fitness.
Oh my God.
That it's ridiculous, But the reason why I brought you on the show today is, I came across your Instagram the other day. I was just scrolling through the Explore page, and then I saw your transformation page where you had your before and after. And I remember seeing you in the gym, it's been like 10 years ago, because I used to work at 24 Hour Fitness. Mm-hmm. And when I realized it, I was like, holy shit, this dude really completely transformed the way he looks.
Yeah, man.
You lost over 100 pounds. You're jacked as shit. I know you probably, even with the shirt on, you can tell.
I wear big shirts, man.
But yeah, you're jacked as hell. You competed, right?
Yes, sir.
You've done competitions. So me coming from, the fitness industry, I worked in a gym for over 10 years. It's been a big part of my life. I know dedication and work and suffering that you had to endure, to go through that transition. Yes, and on this podcast, our main goal is to help people become the best version of themselves. Whatever your life path is to become the best version of yourself. And I believe that, as a man, you should always strive to be in the most optimal physical physique that you can be.
Yes, sir.
It brings confidence, it brings discipline, it brings consistency, and it shows that you have the mindset and the discipline to get things done.
Exactly.
So I'm always trying to learn, like, what can I do to be more disciplined? What can I do to transform my life? Because I want to do what you did, man. I want to get to the point where I'm like, being comfortable in your own body is important.
That it is. I would say drop the word discipline.
Okay.
Drop the word discipline entirely.
How so?
Well, I say stay consistent.
Consistent.
Discipline to me, now this is just to me. I'm going to give you an example. How many disciples did Jesus have?
12.
What happened with one of them?
He stabbed him in the back and betrayed him.
And what happened to all the rest, the 10 others that when he needed them, where were they?
They all bailed.
They bailed. Discipline to me with the average human being or just with any human being will fade. Be consistent. On the days that you don't want to fucking show up, be consistent. Just be consistent. Find a meal plan, find a diet that works for you, and be consistent.
Yeah.
The idea that, I need to be super disciplined and rigorous, a lot of people end up burning out.
Yeah.
I say, let's find something we can be consistent with and chip away every fucking day at it, even if we're just 0.01% better.
Yeah.
It's not about, like Wes Watson says it good, it's not about the home run hits. Home run hits happen.
Yeah.
Right? They happen. Every once in a while they happen. It's fucking great. But you can win a whole baseball game bunting to first.
That's true.
You can win an entire baseball game bunting to first.
Yeah.
Be fucking consistent. That is the end all be all of life when it comes to business, when it comes to your marriage, when it comes to fitness, when it comes to any sort of relationship, whether it be a platonic one or whatever, just be consistent. Nobody likes a flake. Don't flake on yourself.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that. The whole time you were talking, I was thinking of that old school story of the hare versus the turtle, how the hare starts off super fast, takes off, and the turtle's slowly coming behind. Yeah. The hare gets tired, takes a nap, and the turtle slowly beats him.
Yeah.
So you're right. And we've talked about this on the podcast before, is that success is longevity, Exactly. Anybody could be a flash in the pan, here today, gone tomorrow. You get your 15 minutes of fame, you lose 30 pounds, and then the next, year you gain 60. Anybody can do those quick little, I'm gonna go on a crash diet, I'm gonna go on the soup diet, I'm gonna go on the shrimp diet, or I'm gonna go on.
I've seen them all, bro.
Whatever.
Herbalife. Right?
Yeah, I'm only gonna eat meat, or I'm only gonna eat, bull testicles, or whatever the hell.
The fucking Liver King, dude.
Whatever it is, and then once that fades, the goal dissipates. So I know all these little traps, all these little potholes on the journey to what you want to accomplish, and a lot of people fall in those little holes, like, I need to have this supplement, or I need to do this, I need to do that, and it gets very confusing for a lot of people.
Of course,
and it gets frustrating, and a lot of times people get, like you said, burnt out, and they get, defeated, and they end up becoming a victim, and they just blame everything else in their life except themselves. Like, why aren't you in shape? Why aren't you wealthy? Why aren't you have better mental health? Why aren't you? And they're like, well, it's because of this. It's because of that. It's because of this. And they never internalize their life and realize, shit, it's me. I'm the one that's fucking up.
That's what Jordan Peterson, like, even though his sometimes the way he talks is a little bit on the complex side. Yeah. At least for myself, sometimes I'm stupid, bro. Like, I actually have to pay attention to when he talks, or his podcast.
Yeah, he's super intellectual.
I can't just listen to it like on my drive home, because I will gloss over so much. What Jordan Peterson says, you have to take a look in the mirror. Yeah. You want things, but the thing holding you back is ultimately you. There's so many times when I'm dealing with 95% of my clientele are women. Yeah. There's so many times when I'm dealing with a woman that says, it's because of my kids. I was like, no, you are the parent. You are in control of what that entire family eats. You are in control of it. Yeah. Not saying you only have to eat chicken and broccoli and rice.
Yeah.
But you can.
I would have hated my mom, bro.
I mean, I grew up on fucking beans, rice, and Jesus Christ.
That's true though. Yeah,
but
true.
she's in the woman of the household is in control of everything that goes in nutritionally, spiritually. There's so many times where the dad's not there. It's not that he's non-existent, but he's off at work. Yeah. He's off at work. He's doing his own thing. So there's so much that a mother teaches her children that it echoes. What I do is I try my best to instill into my clientele quality habits, because that is going to trickle down into their system, into their whole pool and their whole livelihood.
Yeah.
So many times I get my clients sending me check-ins like, oh, my daughter wanted to do a check-in too. I was like, oh, how cute. You know what I mean? Or like, or their kids come in with them and they're just sitting right there and they want to work out. That's cool. The kids want to work out. The kids want to see their parents doing it, see their moms doing it, seeing their dads doing it, and they want to work out. They want to be just like mommy and daddy. So even though you might not think that your actions have any sort of ramification towards your children, they do.
They're watching.
No, they see everything.
They're listening,
especially little boys. Little boys.
Yeah.
Watch their fathers so fucking much.
Yeah.
As men, we're stupid. We're monkey see, monkey do, dog.
Yeah.
We are monkey see, monkey fucking do. We look at the biggest fucking gorilla in the room.
Yeah.
With the most bananas, and we try to fucking copy him.
Like, I want to get those bananas,
dude. Yeah. Like, okay, he's fucking jacked. All right, he has the most bananas, and a lot of women are
bicep curling. I'll go do that.
Yeah. We look at the biggest monkey in the room, and obviously, the example that we have as men are our fathers.
Yeah.
The example that that's a big fucking thing. Parents, you need to understand that they fucking watch you like a hawk 24/7, 365, man.
Yeah. That's funny that you say that, because a lot of people use their kids as an excuse.
Exactly, dude.
Instead of as a reason.
And it's a trickle-down effect.
Yeah.
It is. If you're not instilling them proper habits, like just food. There's a difference between sometimes foods and all the times foods.
Yeah.
Sometimes foods are great. Sometimes, dude.
We'll get some ice cream.
Yeah, let's go get some ice cream.
You did good on the game.
You did good in the game, boy. You know what I mean? Like, hey, we got burrito. Hey, you fucking make that sack. We got burritos after this, dog.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, let's run it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's why sometimes
the punishment reward system.
Exactly. Yeah. It's not so much that I want to say, deprive your kids from everything sweet. No, it's more or less set the example and set the tone so that when they get that sweet treat, it's fucking amazing. It's not just an everyday fucking item to them.
Yeah, right now, not only kids, but adults, everybody is being bombarded with dopamine hits. And it's affecting your ability to actually find pleasure and joy in life. And I've been becoming more aware of this, and I've been doing certain things to kind of cleanse my palate, to say. Like you said, you can't imagine you fucking eat nothing but sugar all fucking day long.
You would be.
Your palate would be just like screwed, bro.
This diet non-name brand soda that I'm drinking wouldn't even taste as good.
Yeah.
A lot of the times I tell my clients that, because my diets are always very, very well structured. I mean, all my women eat steak every single day. All my men eat steak. Like they're very well structured. They have sweet potatoes, regular red potatoes. I tell them to air fry them because it comes out crispy like French fries.
Yeah.
But one thing I do tell them is diet soda is your friend. Whenever you get that sweet or little sugar craving, have a Diet Coke. And I'll be the first trainer to tell you that one fucking hit of aspartame that they're fucking taking in isn't gonna give them fucking cancer. That whole shit is like, first they say, oh well, I don't like the taste of Diet Coke, and then they diet for a month. And then you take a Diet Coke, and then they take that Diet Coke, and they're like, they text me or call me, oh my fucking God, I didn't know Diet Coke tastes so fucking good. I'm like, I was like, I always text them, the fuck do I know? For real, like the fuck do I know, Jesus? Like,
that's funny. Yeah. Like I was saying, those dopamine hits, and it's not just food; it's also things that you feed yourself. Pornography is a dopamine hit. It's like a fake. It's not a real person.
It's not.
What else? Like just, binge watching Netflix.
Yeah.
That's a dopamine rush.
It is. It is. Although I do use it to fall asleep sometimes, but when I use it to fall asleep, I get the fucking worst sleep ever.
Yeah, because your brain isn't shut off. You're not hitting that REM sleep.
Yeah, dude.
That deep sleep that you need to rest.
It sucks because I only get about 4 or 5 hours of sleep a night.
Yeah, I tell people all the time, there's a difference between resting and sleeping.
Oh, yeah.
You can lay on the bed and get no rest whatsoever, but you slept 10 hours.
Oh, yeah.
And you wake up tired, and it has a lot to do with the food you eat, the things you consume as far as what you see, what you hear, what you read, everything. And if you don't know how to, take away all the bullshit and truly fulfill yourself in positive nutrients, you're going to live a shit life.
Oh, yeah.
And I know this because I've lived that shit life.
Yeah, I mean.
And I ate crap, I went to sleep really, really late.
Whatever the fuck you wanted.
Yeah, I had horrible sleep, drinking and being hungover the next day and being exhausted and just eating like fast food and shit and stuff from 7-Eleven and, just drinking anything that has sugar, not even caring. And to be honest, it's so easy because you go in the drive-thru, you get whatever you want.
It's right there. It's right there.
You go into the gas station to put gas. Look, there's a little candy here. I'm gonna get that. It's right in the counter when you're paying for stuff. Everything you look at on TV is just eat this, look at that. Here's an ass. Here's the tit. Here's a burger. It's all sex and food, and
because it sells, bro.
It sells, of course. So it's ingrained in society right now. Which I can see why it's so hard for people to transform their life, which is why I respect you. I respect what you've done and what you're doing as far as all the people that you're impacting. And I wanted to hear your story. How did you get into fitness? How did you get into, personal training, and how you were able to, transform your physique?
Yeah. Well, so let's start with square one. I was a fat kid. I think I was a fat kid because, my parents ate like shit, and growing up in a very poor household.
You're Mexican?
Yes.
Okay. I was a fat kid too.
Yeah. Growing up in a poor household, dog. All we really have was beans, rice, a lot of carbohydrates,
carbs and sugar.
Carbs, sugar, and then we drank milk instead of. It was like carb, sugar, milk, water, juice. And then a little piece of meat because meat's expensive. Yeah. Or at least it was according to my mother. But according to my mother and my tia,
back then it was cheap as hell.
It was cheap as hell, dude. Yeah. But long story short, I actually figured out that my tia actually just didn't like meat.
Oh my gosh, she's vegetarian.
No, she just didn't like chewing meat, so that's why she cooked less and less. Yeah. Yeah. So all right, so I was adopted by my aunt and uncle. So my biological mother and father, had me at a very early age, had me and my little brother at a very early age. And my mother was, this is hard. My mother was on drugs for a cool minute. And
what kind of drugs?
Methamphetamines.
Really? Yeah. For how many years?
We're actually celebrating, thank God, her 4th year sober on December 18th.
Congratulations to her, man. That's amazing. Yeah. And sounds like it was a long time that she was on it then.
Yeah, man. It's that part's very hard, especially for me as a grown man. That part's hard, dog. That part is real hard because as much as you want a mother, as much as you long for it, you as a child, screaming, crying, why wasn't she there? Yeah. It's very hard for a young boy because mothers teach young boys emotional security and emotional intelligence.
Yeah. It's everybody plays a role. A father plays a role and a mother plays a role. And when one of those roles is missing in a child's upbringing, it affects their life in a very, very big way. Yes, and then you carry that into your adulthood. And I look at adults a little different now that as I grown and evolved and, healed a lot of my own trauma in my life. I look at everybody as a kid, they're adult children.
Like this. Who the fuck hurt you? Who the fuck? All right, did mommy not show you enough attention? Because apparently she didn't.
But the truth is that we all have it.
Of course. No parent's perfect.
Nobody's perfect. And if I had kids, I'd probably fuck them up too.
Dude, ass whoopings, elbows, and hey, if someone cries, you both are getting in trouble. Figure it out.
But I think the concept or the whole purpose of being an adult is that you take responsibility
exactly
for your life. You no longer blame your dad. You don't
or my mother.
You don't blame your mom. You don't blame your ex, whatever. You don't blame your friends. You don't blame the people who betrayed you and hurt you. You look at everything differently. You're kind of separated from the matrix now, and you realize, like, holy shit, like, I caused that. Like, and if I was in one way or another victimized, I can learn how to let go of that shit and not carry that burden with me.
Exactly.
Because carrying that burden, man, and it affects everything you do, and it affects the other people around you. Mm-hmm. So that's why you see third, fourth, fifth generation,
just people that are
piece of shit
up, bro.
People,
just fucked up, is because none of them ever took that step and realized, like, okay, what the fuck am I doing? You know, so like, let's get back to, like, all right. So after I went to my tia's, I would cope by eating. I would feel really sad and I would cope by eating.
Yeah.
And I would eat until I couldn't like stuff my face anymore.
Until you couldn't eat.
Until I couldn't eat.
Dang.
And it's hard because sometimes when my coach says go have a cheat meal.
Yeah.
It fucks with my head, dog. If I be dead honest, it fucks with my head.
How?
How, in a sense of...
It reminds you?
It reminds me of that time, bro. It, like, Serio Bello, dude, it reminds me of that fucking time.
Yeah.
There's things that I don't even have in my house. I don't have a microwave in my house.
Why?
Because it forces me to cook food. To actively think about what I'm cooking.
That's good. That's actually very, very smart of you to do. You know, it's removing distractions.
Exactly.
Removing anything that's going to poison you.
Am I hungry or am I not?
Yeah.
I'm not hungry. Is it mealtime? No. Yeah. So that's when my clientele likes to say, oh, well, you're just super disciplined. I was like, no, I'm a little fucked in the head.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to make you not like me. Like, I'm a smidge fucked, honey.
Yeah.
Like a smidge fucked to the point where I don't even have a microwave in my house because I know if I had a microwave, I'd go to get some fucking Totino's pizza rolls and I would eat the whole big ass Costco bag of them.
Pizza minis.
Oh, dude, those are fucking bomb.
I don't even think they make them anymore, man.
Dude, I'll figure out a way to I'll go on like Etsy or something, buy a whole fucking freezer bag of them.
I was a little fat kid too, bro, growing up, so I know all those little treats.
Oh, dude, they're fucking great. I mean, I'm not saying they're not good. They're fucking amazing.
Yeah.
But once again, coping with food is a dopamine hit. Yeah. And I noticed, right, that it's the same neurological path. Sugar is the same neurological pathway as fucking cocaine, dog.
Yeah.
Same fucking one.
Yeah.
And having that sort of addict-like behavior in my family, growing up, it definitely, looking back at it, like right now, it's a trip. It's a trip. So my transformation really began right after I was done playing college football after my hip injury. I got really depressed. Like I was already...
What happened to your hip?
All right. I play offensive guard and, it was a run play. It was during practice. It was a run play. I was in college. Run play, like right up my alley. So it was a run play with the running back, and my tackle, the guy to the left of me, missed his block, so he ended up chopping him down, trapped my foot, and basically, layman's terms, this shit touched my heel. My shoulder touched my heel.
Your shoulder touched your heel.
Yeah, dog. It was
so like you got like bent in fucking half.
Pretty much, dog. It was a car crash.
And you got like metal in there?
No metal. So what ended up happening was, this cool thing about being young is nothing broke.
Really?
I never broken a bone. Oh, actually, I broke my hand doing some stupid shit, but long story.
We all have long stories.
That's a long story. I broke my hand doing some stupid shit and won that stupid shit. Thank God. Yeah. Worth it. Totally worth it.
Mine was not worth it.
Yeah. My fucking hip was not fucking worth it.
Yeah.
Didn't break a bone. And so I had what the doctor was saying was I had like a fucking bone spur or some bullshit that cut.
So it's it's like your bone is like.
Yeah. Okay. So
like sticking out kind of.
It was a little like knob on my hip.
Yeah.
That when that happened, it cut into all the fucking cartilage and all that shit. So I had to get my hip scoped and everything.
Yeah, they gotta like grind it down.
Yeah, grind it down.
Sand it.
Yeah, smooth it out. And that
put a little fucking paint on it.
Pretty much. You get a little Bondo in there.
There you go.
Yeah. And so after that, doc was basically like, it's either football or having to do anything physical if you get hurt again.
Yeah.
And medically retired, and I was very, very depressed. I didn't go to class. I didn't. It was very hard.
Yeah.
It was very hard.
Was football like your escape?
Football was my life. It was my escape. It was my escape out. I thought it was the only thing I'd ever be good at.
Yeah.
In my head.
Yeah.
And I got super depressed, and this is why I take men's health, and really, really important. I got super depressed, and well, there's a reason why I have the Grim Reaper on my neck, dog. I tried hanging myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. How old were you?
I was 19 years old.
19.
And the thing I hung myself on broke.
So you are lucky to survive because the thing that you put the rope on broke.
Yeah.
If it didn't break, you would not be here today.
Yes, sir.
So nobody found you. Nobody saved you. It was just the gods.
Yeah.
Or whatever you want to call it, interfered.
Yeah.
And you are here. Well, I believe that everything happens for a reason. There's a purpose for everyone. There's a purpose for you. And that happened for a reason, you know. And I think, luckily, you're here, which means you must have at least seen that as a sign and not try it again and be like, let me try a different fucking pillar, you know?
Yeah, man. So I, after that, I was...
Well, hold on a second. Let's go back to that moment, you know, because there's a lot to
unravel,
peel away from that. And I know we can spend the whole fucking podcast talking about this situation, which I don't want to unless you want to.
No, ask away.
Ask away.
Man.
I am curious to find out the thought process because, you know, everyone deals with mental health issues one way or another.
Yeah.
We go through bouts of depression or just sadness. We go through, you know, moments of anxiety or just generalized anxiety disorder. Yeah. We have a moment of panic, or we have panic attacks that we're struggling with. Moments of hopelessness where you feel like there's nothing left, you know, like moments of loss. We all lose things. We lose friends, we lose family, we lose jobs, we lose money, we lose relationships. Life is a struggle, and we're all in the same human experience, and we can all, you know, connect with suffering because we all deal with it. You know, I don't care how wealthy you are. I don't care how poor you are. I don't care what race, nationality, sexual orientation you have. You're going to fucking suffer in this life. Everyone one way or another, you know, and the ability to deal with that and to understand what's going on is what's going to get you to be able to respond in the right way.
Exactly.
You know, one person can respond to life's challenges by saying, you know, I give up, I quit. And, you know, they make a bad decision, one bad decision that ends it all, you know, just one click of a gun. Or, you know, one noose, or one too many pills, or, you know, they jump off a bridge, or they do something that they want their suffering to end.
Yeah. They
want their pain to go away. But I've realized, and I found out that in the pain, in the suffering, in the struggle is where the transformation happens.
Exactly.
It's where everything happens. It's where the growth, it's where the healing begins. Because if you don't fix that healing, it will poison you. It will destroy your life.
110%.
You can either do it like that, or it could be a prolonged death, which is even worse, you know.
Would you rather the coward dies 1,000 times the...
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. You know, so I really think that in today's age, there's so much technology. There's so much information. There's so many people willing to help. Like, I think anybody can accomplish what they want. You know, it might take you your lifetime to do it, but that journey is the fucking most important thing.
Life's a marathon, my boy.
Yeah. You know, it might, everybody's different, you know, maybe you were born with certain gifts. Maybe you're born with some that you don't have, and you have to play with the cards that, you know, God dealt you.
Exactly, dog.
And I've realized that, like, because you got to stop comparing yourself to people, you know, like, especially with social media, you know, everybody's just showing their best self.
Everyone has FOMO, dog.
Yeah.
Everyone has FOMO. I just posted that shit on, I think, my close friend's story.
Yeah.
Out of all the girls sitting down at a table, it was another podcast. there was a bunch of girls and 2 dudes sitting down at the table.
Oh, I think I saw that.
And they said, would you rather have a long-term serious relationship with a high-value man or Instagram?
They all picked Instagram.
All of them picked Instagram.
Yeah.
That's one of the first things, not to detract off what we were talking about, but dude, before I even date a girl or even entertain them, I look at their Instagram follower count.
Yeah.
I look at how many hits of dopamine is she getting on a fucking picture? Yeah. You know, if she's getting 10,000 likes or even 1,000 or 1,200 likes, there's no way in hell attention from me is ever gonna compete with that. And see, I'm a grown ass.
You look good, babe.
You look great. Hey, does this dress make my ass look fat?
Well, this fucking this Indian guy from from India said he'll eat my ass with gold nuggets, dude.
Like, there's no way in hell, dude. And she's getting thousands of those a day. She goes to a request, she gets 1,000 of those a day. You know, even mid girls, even sixes and 7s or even 5s are getting hit up, at least 20 times a fucking day. You know, so what makes you think I'm ever gonna compete with something like that?
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of FOMO, it's a lot of fear of missing out. It's a lot of just utter bullshit. Like, if I didn't have to have Instagram for my business, I honestly fucking wouldn't.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because like everything in the world, there's a pro and a con. And again, not to get away from the conversation we're talking, is just we tap on one subject and it just opens up a whole nother door.
Yeah.
So I'll touch on this real quick and then we'll go back to what we're talking about. Is I already fucking lost my train of thought. Let's just go back to this shit. So that back to your suicide attempt. What was going through your mind at that time and your emotions that made you make that decision? Because you actually attempted it.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I've been through moments of severe depression and hopelessness, and I've thought about killing myself, but I never, attempted it. It was more of I just want this pain to end. I just want this suffering to go away, but I never, planned to end my life or anything like that or did any attempt. And I know it must have been a point in your life where it was just, it must have been a lot of emotions going through you. And I'm curious to find out, what was going through your mind before and then immediately after the realization that rope broke. I mean, the thing broke. What went through your mind and what happened after that?
Well, I always like to inject humor to whatever the hell.
Comic relief, bro.
Always laugh now, cry later, Holmes.
That's it.
Well, after the rope broke, I went to the fucking gym. I swear to God, dude.
Hey, it's a safe haven.
Yeah, I went to the gym.
Yeah.
And I never left. Yeah.
It's funny. I was not funny, but impactful. Is I was listening to some YouTube video yesterday, and I can't remember who it was. It was a very famous writer, probably Hunter S. Thompson, I think it was, or one of those guys, Hemingway, or one of those, prolific writers.
Prolific, crazy drug addict writers.
Exactly. Yeah. Gonzo or whatever. He was saying that, find the passion in your life and then let that thing kill you. Yeah. So, the thing that you have passion for is the thing that you're willing to die for, and I think a lot of people don't have that in their life, and they live a very boring, bland life. They have no passion. They have nothing that they're willing to stand for, nothing that they're willing to die for. They don't have anything that's giving them a reason to wake up in the morning other than I'm a fucking machine. I go make money to pay for my bills and my food, and I repeat that over and over again, but I'm not creating. I'm not producing anything. I'm not evolving. I am not, expressing myself.
Exactly.
And I find that's like that slow death we were talking about.
It is a slow death.
And that's why in today's age, most people are dealing with, depression and anxiety and all of that, even though we shouldn't be, because we live in the wealthiest time in the world. Even the poorest person
has an iPhone. Even the poorest fucking person has a fucking iPhone. Dog.
Yeah, dude.
Going back to that time in my life, and it's a real fucking dark place, dog.
Yeah,
it's a fucking dark place. It is a fucking dark fucking place, and I will never be back there again.
Yeah,
I felt so low. I mean, you got to think, bro. Like, fuck, football was my life, Holmes. Like it was what I wanted the most. It was definitely something that was, near and dear to me. Then my high school girlfriend I was dating at the time fucking left me. So, as a young man, that's, it's kind of a big thing. And, fuck, bro. Then you just fucking hit rock bottom, bro.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard even talking about it. Like, I don't want to bring up those emotions again. Yeah. It's fucking hard, bro. It's fucking hard. Like, this whole fucking thing is actually quite cathartic if you want to fucking be honest. It's very fucking hard. So it's like, I'm surrounded by people who I just love, and I don't ever want to like put that sort of negativity out there, bro. Like, it's just hard to talk about.
I understand. You go through moments of darkness and pain, and you think that your life doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And then when you realize, holy shit, my life can impact a lot of people.
I didn't realize that. I honestly, like, bro, like, going back to your quote, find something you love and let it kill you. I remember telling my client the other day, I was like, I want to die of a heart attack teaching somebody how to squat.
Yeah.
I want to.
Doing what you love.
Like, I work fucking 14 hours a day.
Yeah.
Monday through Thursday, Fridays are half days, Saturdays sometimes, and Sundays are completely off.
Yeah.
I don't mind. I really don't. I love what I do.
Yeah.
Making impacts on people. Getting that mom to fit in jeans she hasn't worn in 10 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or like, training husbands and wives. You know what I mean? Like, where sometimes I'll train the husband in the morning or the husband at night and the wife in the morning or night, whatever the hell. They're in separate sessions. And seeing them go from, obviously, larger to, smaller, or, hitting their goals and whatnot, man. And saying, dude, my husband would not fucking touch, wife would say, my husband would not fucking touch me. Now we can't keep our hands off each other. I love that awesome. Shit. I fucking love that shit. It makes it just, I was like, just don't be late to your fucking session. That's all I ask. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. You're saving lives out
there, I was
like, you're saving sex lives.
Sex lives, bro.
Sex lives matter.
Yeah, dude. Like, hey, man, it is always important, especially when you're in a relationship or when you're single. I want to be the most attractive I can for my fucking partner. I want to be the most attractive I can for my lady. Like, that is the most, that is the form of self-love, the form of love that you show your partner is holding yourself accountable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, like when I get girls asking me, would you never date a fat girl? You were a fat guy. I'm like, no, what it shows me, I don't care if you're like Miss Beach Body. I've dated bikini competitors and they are beautiful, and, that's polar extreme, honey.
Yeah.
I care about the accountability. I care about what you wear here, you like, it's not only sexual attraction. What it shows me is that you're consistent with something. It shows me that you have self-discipline, and that to me is attractive.
Yeah. The external is a representation of the internal.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, are you like, and that's really hard for some females to hear.
Yeah.
It's, granted, they might have a really pretty face and, but it's that it just shows someone that you're consistent about something. You don't have to be like me, hyper consistent, to his own detriment. Yeah. Where I'll work out at 3 in the morning.
You can have a microwave.
Yeah. You can have a fucking you have a microwave, man. You don't have to be hyper consistent like me. You don't have to be, but it does show consistency. And I think that's what's attractive about physical fitness. Not just that you're sexually attractive.
Yeah. Yeah. There's attraction mechanisms in men and women, and they're a little different for both sexes. Mm-hmm. Typically females are attracted to a man's survival value.
Exactly.
That means how much money he makes.
How much money he makes, and can he? I was like,
and he can protect me.
And can he protect? Is he strong?
Yeah, and they don't know it logically. It's subconscious and it's biological.
The biggest gorilla with the most bananas.
But you said it, brother.
They want the
Dumb
biggest.
it down.
They want the biggest gorilla with the most bananas. And when women say that, Wes Watson was saying this shit the other day, and women say, "Oh no, I want a guy with the dad bod." No, bullshit. She's insecure and she wants a man that can have nothing else but her and make herself a priority. That shows insecurity.
Yeah.
That shows absolute insecurity.
Yeah. On the opposite hand, a man is looking for a woman's reproduction value.
Exactly.
We don't really care, what do you do for work?
Bro, dude.
Or how much money you make or what you drive.
It's great. It's great when a woman has let's say you're going to a long-term relationship. It's great if she's an RN. It's amazing.
Yeah.
That's
like a career woman. She has a passion for something. She's nurturing and helping.
Exactly.
And if I fucking fall and scrape my knee like Peter Griffin.
Dude, if I need an intermuscular injection in my ass cheek, I know hey babe, can you hit me with some of my tests right now? Hook me up. I know you got the magic touch, baby. But you I really don't care what it'd be great if we can not just have a big house, but I already have a house, you know what I mean? Like it'd be great to not just have a big house, but a vacation home. Thanks, honey.
Yeah.
Let's build this shit together.
Yeah.
But to be honest, it really doesn't matter. What matters, are you kind? Are you caring? Nurturing. Do you have reproductive value? Can you cook? How are your parents?
Yeah.
How are you at parties? Do you add value to me? Because my woman is a direct representation of me.
Yeah.
I know it sounds narcissistic as fuck. I mean, to a point it is, but is your lady going to help you raise children with quality values? For me, is she Catholic? You know what I mean? Like, I want a big ass Catholic wedding. That's just one of the few things. Now, if she's a career woman, that's just fucking icing on the cupcake. Yeah. Thank Christ.
Yeah, the beautiful thing is that we get to choose the life that we want. Yeah. We get to choose who our partner is.
Exactly.
And also we get to reject who we don't want.
Yeah,
that's
great.
Cool
it's great being dudes.
Yeah, it's amazing. Anybody could do it. Yeah. Females can do it too. They can say,
to an extent,
I want this guy. I want that guy.
No, but to an extent. To an extent, dog. Females can do it from the ages of 21, because I say 18 is from the ages of 21 to about 28 to 29.
And then the survival value. The reproduction value.
And then the reproduction value starts to drop. They can do that from that age. Yeah. So when I hear
it's funny because men's survival value only gets higher as you get older.
as we get older, baby. I
just want a little gray in my beard, bro.
Man.
And a little bit more money in my pocket.
Dude,
I'm only getting wiser.
We have no cap. Yeah. We can father our children till we're almost in the grave. Maybe with some Viagra.
I don't know, bro. After 10,000 cycles.
No, man. I mean, it works great as long as you keep the blood level stable. You're fine.
Yeah.
But no, our value only goes up as we age, and I think a lot of guys fall into like, oh well, I need to get married. I need to have this. I need to have that.
Yeah.
No, dude, chill out. Don't wait till you're established enough. I'm almost 29. Jesus Christ, I'm almost 30. Yeah. Wait till you're established enough till you've hit those points, and then go looking for a partner. Then you're able to attract that beautiful 25-year-old woman. You know what I mean? And get what you can.
Yeah, I mean, like we said, a man's value is in his survival value. Mm-hmm. And the role of the man is to provide and protect.
Yes.
So if you are not able to provide and protect, then you're not ready for a relationship.
You're not ready. But as we grow older, when we get financial security, when we get financial security, a home, drive a nice car, in your head, there's going to be something that goes off like, dude, I'm ready for a family. Like, you know what I mean?
It comes.
Every guy's different. Yeah. And that's something that needs to, a lot of men need to understand is slow your roll, homie.
Yeah.
Slow your roll. Are you okay? Have you hit all the boxes? How's your portfolio? Is your portfolio good? Yeah. Can you afford a child right now? You know what I mean? That's something you should ask yourself. Then you should ask yourself, are we dating for experience? Are we dating for courtship?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't date for experience and then find that one you want to court. No, you have to already have that in your head. It's like, you know what? I want a woman. I want marriage. You have to fall in love with the idea of marriage before even going out and finding a wife.
Have you been married before?
I have been engaged.
Okay. You want to talk about it?
I've been engaged twice. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Cool. So what happened there?
What happened there? First time or second time?
Oh, you've been engaged twice?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Yeah. How old were you when you were engaged the first time?
It was like an engagement, but I never formally asked her to be my wife. But
that one don't count, bro. Let's talk about the second one.
This one, Serio Pelo, this one does count.
Well, let's hear the story.
Yeah, all right. So she was actually, an integral part of me even being a trainer, starting a business. She was my fucking support system, dog.
Okay.
Because I was working at Queen of the Valley Hospital. I ended up getting Queen of the Valley Hospital in West Covina.
Yeah.
And I worked there, intercommunity, and Foothill Presbyterian. Medical technician, long story short. I got let go.
Yeah.
I got let go, and I come home, and I told her, dude, I got let go.
Yeah.
And, dude, she was like, I was already training people on the side here and there.
Yeah, but you didn't have like a full-on business yet.
I didn't have a full-on business yet. It was paying some bills, but, just here and there, just because I was at the gym, stay another hour, had a client. Cool. And this is where it gets hard. And I started working for my dad because we had bills, I started working for my dad at, he had a warehouse work. And during that, I fucking hated it, bro.
Yeah.
And one of my friends at the time was opening up a gym. The gym was Threshold in Riverside.
Okay.
And it's no longer there. It went out of business. And he had asked me if I wanted to be a trainer. He saw that I was training people and told me he would teach me not how to train people, but how to grow a training business.
Yeah.
Long story short, I signed up, I paid rent, and he didn't teach me a damn fucking thing.
He's like, go.
Oh, yeah, go. And I'm like, I got no fucking clients.
Yeah.
Fuck. And so I didn't even tell her I was going to be a trainer. I was like, honey, I'm about to, in 2 weeks, I'm going to quit DHL. I'm going to grow a training business.
Yeah.
And she was scared as shit. And it was, I could tell she was fucking scared, bro. Like, fuck, bro.
Are we going to be homeless?
Are we going to be fucking homeless? Like,
what are we going to eat?
Like, fuck.
Like protein powder. And
protein powder and fucking a dream, baby.
Egg whites. Egg whites in a dream.
Egg whites in a dream, baby.
Yeah.
And, granted, she was going to school. She was going to school full time, and she was working part time, just here and there, just for some gas and whatnot. Yeah. So, I end up within a month. I ended up building a training business that was paying me more than what I was making at the hospital.
Yeah.
During that month and a half, bro, like it was fucking hard, bro. It was fucking hard. I remember I only had about 7 clients.
Yeah.
And this is where something I'll never fucking forget, dog. I'll never fucking forget it. Ever. Even though she probably fucking forgot it. This is something that's been burned. This is why burned into my brain.
Yeah.
I remember she wakes me up at like 4 a.m. She said, honey, wake up, you have work. I was like, no, I don't. I don't got a 5 a.m. Mm-hmm. She's like, no, wake up, you have work. I was like, I don't have a 5 a.m. I don't. I was like, I have a 7. I don't have a 5.
Yeah.
She's like, no, go make one. Your lunch is ready.
Yeah.
Like,
she pushed you.
You can't find that type of shit no more, bro.
Yeah.
You can't find that type of shit no more. Go make one.
Yeah.
Like, you don't find that, bro. You don't find that. And that's something that's why I say I was engaged twice. So.
Okay. So she impacted you.
Very much so. She's responsible for the absolute, I'll be dead honest, she's responsible for the success I have today, and for that I'm forever grateful.
Well, shout out to that lady.
She'll make any man, she knows who she is. She'll make any man a great wife.
Good.
Yeah.
That's good, man. Well, it's good that you were able to realize it.
Oh, yeah.
Because a lot of times after relationships end.
Too little, too late, bro.
It's all good, man. Yeah, there's a beginning and there's an end to everything.
Oh, yes, of course.
It doesn't matter what it is.
I wish it could
be it could be your business, it could be your relationship, it could be your life. There's a beginning to it and there's an end. And 100%. Sometimes certain relationships last longer than others. Sometimes it's due to us being immature. Sometimes it's due to us just, like you said, not healing that trauma that we've been carrying around.
Exactly.
It could be sabotage, self-sabotage. It could be an array of different things. When you get two people that have two different lives and two different ways of thinking and two different ways of being, and you put them together, and you're like, now you're trying to be one. There's going to be some turmoil. There's going to be some, disagreements. There's going to be arguments. There's going to be, different things that happen. And the ability to make a relationship grow and to, like we said, longevity, make it last a long time, which we call success.
Exactly.
Consistency. There's so many different freaking variables. Finding the right person is probably the most important thing, or the first thing I'm saying. I'm sorry. Because if you find someone that you don't mesh with, the relationship is going to be super quick.
Oh, of course.
Like if you only like each other because of physical
attraction.
You can have sex. How many times do you have sex with one person before you're like, okay, let me go try something else? You're like
2 months.
You have an exact number.
2 months, 12 times. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. And then if like certain things like that, eventually it'll dissipate and it goes away. Like I talked about it on my last podcast. It's novelty. It's important to have novelty in your life and in your relationships.
Oh, of course.
Like your dream car, whatever it is, when you buy it, you're going to feel amazing. But a year, 2 years into it, you're like, I need a new fucking car,
Yeah, dude.
I want something else.
I want something better, bigger and better. There's always bigger and better.
Relationships are similar. If they're not growing, they're not evolving, you're not, like you said, getting in the best possible shape for your spouse and for yourself. If you're not trying to make as much money so you can have the freedom and the lifestyle that you want, if you're not growing your spiritual health and you're not healing all your trauma that makes you a fucking toxic person and shit, if you're not doing those steps and evolving and growing, things are going to, dissolve.
Oh yeah, of
course. And they're going to go away. And you can't really blame other people, but it's good that you were able to, acknowledge that. They say the person that got away.
Yeah,
the one that got away.
The one that got away. Oh,
we all have that, and the reason why we have that feeling is because we're like, man, I didn't realize like I fucked this up.
Oh no, definitely, bro, definitely, and definitely therapy, definitely helps.
Yeah,
helps out with that, and for what she did. Granted, there was some toxic shit. There was some untoxic shit. There's her side, my side, and the truth. Yeah. On that whole tip. But definitely, I'm absolutely fucking grateful because we wouldn't even be having this fucking conversation, bro. If I say any good woman is a wall, meaning she's a wall. Any good woman's a wall, because when you're getting jumped, the best place to be is having your back towards the wall so you don't get snaked by life. Yeah. She held it down, bro. She held it down for a good 2 months while I was growing that shit, bro.
Yeah, that's good, man. She was the foundation to the beginning
of your
career
for
in
that,
the fitness world.
For that, be forever grateful, bro.
So the second one.
You
actually proposed.
The second one.
You actually bought a ring and shit.
Yeah, dude.
You invested in this one. Dude. How long was the relationship?
Relationship was 3 years.
3 years?
3 years, yeah.
How long were you engaged for?
About a year. About a year. And
so what did you learn from that experience? And
planning is everything. Planning is everything. If you have a woman that does not plan, or an attempt to plan, there's a problem. There's a massive, massive problem, or even a want to plan. All women are natural planners. There's no woman that's not a planner. Even when she says she's not a planner, she's a planner. Even when she says she's not a decorator, she's a decorator.
Yeah.
She decorates.
Yeah.
One thing that led to the relationship dissolving in that particular time was the inability of her to actually plan a wedding. I was like, do you want things paid for? Show me what you have planned. Yeah. Show me, and let's plan it together. Let's sit down. Let's plan it, baby. Yeah. Let's go. I was like, I told you what I wanted. Actually, I ended up paying for my groomsmen. I already had all my stuff down. She was really young getting into the relationship and whatnot. And, I understood that, Yeah. And, sometimes young women don't got it all figured out, that's fine. But when a girl, you know, when a big girl says, I do, yes, I do want to marry you, yes, in front of her family and friends, you know, or just, yes, I want marriage, you know, you have to have your ducks in a row. That should be a signal to get all the ducks in a row.
Yeah.
But lack of planning, bro. And that really, for a man, bro, that fucking, you know, it makes you really question. I was like, does this woman want to marry me? Because most women, when you say like, do you want to get married? Like, and they're like, yeah, I would love to. Or like even the ones that aren't thinking about getting married, you know, they got a Pinterest page dedicated to their fucking.
Yeah, they already know what dress they want. They already know what fucking dress they know what ring they want. They know what ring they want. They know the venue.
Oh yeah.
They know who they want to invite, who they don't want to invite.
Yeah, they already.
They know who they want to secretly send pictures of them in the wedding dress and be like, fuck you, you know.
Fuck you, you missed out. Piece of shit.
They have it all planned out in their head.
Yeah, dude.
Let me go shit on this person's face real quick.
Yeah, dude. Like, look at my man. Look at you. You're a piece of shit. Because I'm the fucking prize, motherfucker. Damn
That's
straight.
Funny. Like,
you
damn
know?
right.
Yeah, like, but yeah, man. And then it led me to fucking like, does this woman want me?
You started to doubt.
Makes you second question, man. Yeah. Once again, your woman's supposed to be a wall. When the wall's crumbling behind you, you're getting jumped by life, man. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, woman is a foundation to any good man, you know. Any good man has a woman that's foundational to them. Yeah. You know, that's just how it is, you know. Yeah. Fucking, even just
for any man out there, if they're being honest and genuine, the biggest motivational force or energy that we have is our sexual energy, and also our energy to provide and protect for our woman. Yeah. You know, I'd fucking kill for my woman.
Oh, yeah.
I'd work 24, 48, 72 hours without sleep.
If she was a mother to my children, dude, you bet your ass I'm waking up at fucking 3 a.m. handling my shit. Yeah. Handling my shit, going to work at 5, working 14 hours a day. I don't mind, bro. That's my old lady.
Yeah. It has to be the right woman, though.
Yeah, it does, because the right woman... When you're with the right woman, bro, and I've had the right woman before, when you're with the right woman, you'll know. You'll know, because, you know, even though she might work, even though she might be like doing other things with her day, when you come home, she doesn't have to have a meal ready for you, but you know, that's always icing on the cake. Yeah. You'll know that when you come home, she's made it like a sanctuary for you. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's the thing. When you come home, it's like
a safe haven. It's like your peace. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I've been out there and fucking conquering the world, killing fucking bears and
killing bears and bulls, and I came home with fucking groceries too. Yeah. Yeah, it's the worst thing ever, bro. Like you come home and dinner's not made, like
you just take off your shield, drop it on the ground.
Like, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Like, you don't pay any bills up in this bitch, you know what I mean? You better got my dinner made. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm real old school, so if I ever ask a woman to live with me, I'm not really expecting her to pay any of the bills. Yeah. Just the one thing is like, if you can go to the market once or twice, it'd be great. You know what I mean? That's go to the market, help me out with the market, or just little shit here and there. It's not even the gesture is worth its weight in gold. You kind of get what I mean? Yeah. Like, hey, I noticed we were out of steak, and I know you eat steak every night, so I picked it up. Yeah. That, to me, that gesture is fucking thank you, Jesus. You know what? Thanks. Yeah. You know, I appreciate it. Yeah. Or you know, just little things like that. You know, there's always an ebb and flow with energy with any household, any relationship. Yeah. Gay or straight or what have you. Yeah. There's always ebb and flow. Yeah. There's always an energy exchange. If there's one partner that works all day, you know, the other partner can, you know, help make their day a little bit better at the end of it. Yeah. And, you know, like, hey, what do you want for dinner? It's simple. They don't have to even cook it. You can go out and buy it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Or, hey, you know, hey, I noticed you were working really hard lately. Is there anything particular you want for the week? I'm going to the grocery store. Yeah. You know what I mean? Or, hey, honey, I know you're going to Instacart the food, so I already pre-made you the list. I already pre-made you the food list. Thanks. Yeah.
The little things.
It's those little things, man. Just like we said, success or consistency isn't about those home run hits. It's about stacking those base hits, base hits, bunting to first.
Yeah. Yeah, it's accumulation, like you said. How do you win a game? Is those little hits, you get a home run every once in a while. Little by little you're winning, but you're also could lose little by little.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And that's usually how relationships break down and dissolve and break up, is little by little. At one point, that person that you were married to, that person that was your girlfriend, that person that you're dating, you guys were really into each other. You guys loved each other. You guys had planned the future together. You guys had all these visions in your head of happiness and joy and all of that. And I think for the most part, people are genuine with their feelings, but then they don't know what it actually takes to make it a successful relationship, or to have a successful physique, or to have whatever it is, which is why I brought you on here. Is I want you to tell people what it really takes to transform their physique and their body, because there's so many people out there with that vision in their head, like, oh, I want to have that six pack. Oh, I want to have that flat abs. Or I want to have bigger butt. Or I want to have, I want to have biceps, and I want to be able to take my shirt off in the summer and, run on the beach and attract more beautiful women, or attract more beautiful high-powered man, or whatever your ambition for your physique is. Or I'm getting married, I want to look good in my dress,
dude. And that's it. It's about love. It's about love, self-love. I say it all the time. It's actually one of the posts I have on my Instagram. Self-love.
Share your philosophy, please.
Self-love. Self-love is self-discipline. Self-discipline is the most, it's the highest form of self-love is being self-disciplined. That's the highest form of self-love, is telling yourself no.
Yeah.
Tell yourself no. Tell yourself no. It's, oh, I want that burger right now. No.
It's being an adult.
It's being an adult, bro. It doesn't take much, man. It takes self-discipline, self-discipline. I know it's cliche as fuck.
Yeah.
But it's the truth.
Yeah.
It's the truth. I can be on here and break down my whole entire fucking
nobody's gonna care.
Dieting thing. Then 30 fucking trainers will come out. Oh, this book says it the wrong way. I'm like, oh, cool. My resume says differently.
Yeah.
We could go back and forth on different workout.
Semantics.
Yeah, semantics on shit. There's 30 different ways to fucking skin a cat. Find the way that works for you. Yeah. The most healthy, efficient way that works for you, and fucking stick to it.
Yeah, I think innately we all know. Yeah. Your ass knows. Yeah. Don't eat that fucking burger.
Don't eat that burger.
Those extra fries.
Don't eat those extra fries.
Don't eat all those sugary drinks from Starbucks.
Go for a walk.
Go
for a walk.
Go to the gym. Lift some weights. Do some cardio.
No, it's not even that. It's not even that, dude. It's not even that, because so some of the clients that I have are bigger, like 450 big. Okay. It's not even about that. It's about showing them how to break the shit habits that they had.
Yeah.
Showing them how to just say, fuck this, I'm going to go for a walk.
From your
10-minute walk.
From your experience, what's the most efficient way, or quickest way, easiest way to change a bad habit?
Do a good one 14 times.
What do you mean? For 14 days in a row?
14 days in a row. I figure once I pass that 14-day mark.
So set a 2-week goal.
All
right, guys, listen up here. We're challenging you guys on a 2-week challenge. Pick one thing that you're struggling with, that you shouldn't be eating out every single day. Pick that. No fast food for 2 weeks.
No fast food for 2 weeks.
No sodas, or only Diet Cokes.
Only Diet Cokes. Hey, man, Diet Cokes or Coke Zeros, bro.
Or get rid of that fucking microwave for 2 weeks.
Don't use Hey, this is a good one. Don't use the microwave for 2 fucking weeks.
Yeah. Or how about this? Just walk.
Just go for a walk. If your step count is, let's say, 6,000 steps a day.
Yeah.
Make it 8,000, 9,000. Take that other 3,000 steps. Do you know what that is? That's 10 3-minute walks.
Yeah.
Anybody can do 10 3-minute walks.
After those 2 weeks are up.
Yeah.
What happens?
Habits change. You'll continue to do those 10 3-minute walks a day.
Yeah, and I've said this a lot, because I've been in sales for a long time. Not only personal training sales, fitness sales, but all kinds of different types of sales. And small accomplishments will build your confidence.
Oh, yes, 100%.
And as your confidence builds, you will seek for more. So guess what happens when you don't eat fast food for 2 weeks? You have more energy.
Let's push it to 3.
You know, you have more energy. You just feel better. You know, you start to notice, oh shit, my clothes is fitting a little better. Yeah. I'm sleeping better. Like little tiny things and that spark of, oh damn. One, I'm happy about the commitment that I made to myself and that I kept. When you keep commitments to yourself, you feel proud.
Exactly.
When you're proud, you want to make yourself even more proud.
Exactly.
So those 2 weeks over, like, fuck yeah, I hit that goal. I feel better. You know what? What's the next thing? And then you seek. Then you seek
the help of, after that, you know, it's just going for those 3 10-minute walks a day. That's a 10-minute walk in the morning. Or you know, first break, you take a 10-minute walk. Yeah. Lunchtime, you eat your lunch, you take a little 10-minute walk. You can eat your lunch in like 7 minutes. It takes me about 7 minutes to finish 8 ounces of protein and a cup and a half of
You chewing?
Yeah. But, you know, it's chewing, but that's a normal person. It takes them about, you know, 10 minutes to eat. Yeah. And then you have 20 minutes to go for a walk. Or you got another, just do 10 minutes. Yeah. Go for a leisurely walk, get your step count up, and then do a 10-minute walk before or after dinner. Yeah. Just go for that walk. Increase your step count. Decrease, you know, figure out how many calories you eat from a day. Don't eat any differently. Don't eat any differently. Yeah. Here's what I do. I figure out how many calories someone, especially if it's a bigger person. Yeah. Right? Sometimes most of the times bigger people are overeaters. I call them under eaters. They undereat all day and then they overeat at night. Mm. So it's very hard. But this is for the regular average Joe Schmo who has 3 square meals a day. Yeah. Figure out what you eat. Then eat during the day. Write it down. Write everything down. Approximate portions. Right. Mm. Approximate portions. Write everything down that you eat a day. Then figure out the calorie count of what you eat and minus 250 of those calories. Yeah. That's all you got to do. It's 250 calories minus 250 of those calories. And that could be even limiting that bag of chips that you had, you know, or that can be limiting that, you know what I mean? Instead of a whole sandwich, what you're going to do is you're going to throw those 2 half slices of bread away, or you're going to have half the sandwich, stuff the meat from the other part of the sandwich into the other half of the sandwich, throw away the other bread. Yeah. You throw away the other bread and eat it like that. That is how simple it is, dude. Yeah. That is how simple it is. And once you're in a calorie deficit, you're walking, you're increasing your step count, you're going to be dropping. That's the easiest way how to drop 5 pounds a week.
It's a simple formula. It's burn more calories and consume less.
Yeah, can burn more calories, consume less. And everyone wants the quick fix, the 90-minute abs.
I'm telling you about the bull testicles.
The bull, dude, liver king. Eat liver and you'll look like me. No, that guy's on a shitload of PEDs, more PEDs than I can ever afford to use.
Yeah, that dude's wild.
It's wild, bro. But like, honestly, I'm honest with my clients when they ask me, do you take steroids? And I'm like, yes, I do. Mm-hmm. Did I take steroids for my transformation? No, I did not. Yeah. But have I taken steroids and do I take steroids? Yes, I do.
So that's one thing that I wanted to talk about is, you know, being brutally honest and authentic with yourself and with your clients and with realizing what it really takes to go through a transformation, you know, because people sometimes be like, oh, you know, to really drastically change your life, you have to put in a lot of effort.
Oh, yeah,
you have to put in a lot of work.
100%.
And, you know, it's important to not overwhelm people and make people like be like, oh, I can never accomplish that, because yes, you can accomplish what you want, but there's going to be a lot of effort that goes into it, because if it was something that it's not complicated, it's simple, but it's not easy. It's hard.
It's not easy.
It's hard as shit.
Anything worth doing is work.
So if it was easy, everybody would be in fucking phenomenal shape.
Everyone would be in fucking awesome shape.
Everybody would be all wealthy and, you know, have their life in order and everything would be great. There would be no sadness and no suffering.
Yeah, the relationship with my mother would be fixed. You know,
great. But unfortunately, that's not how the world works. Yeah. And we have to, like I said, play with the cards we're dealt with.
Exactly, and, man.
We're all in the same planet, we're all in the same world, you know, trying to figure this thing out and make sure that at the end of it we're fulfilled and that we're able to get to the best version of ourselves. You know,
of course.
So I know when we all close our eyes, we picture, you know, what it's like to accomplish those goals, what it's like to have that physique that you want.
Visualize it.
Yeah. And you know, you lost over 100 pounds. You know, you were able to compete as a bodybuilder, which means you were pretty much shredded to just skin and muscle, you know. And,
it sure felt like that.
And, you know, you were able to maintain that physique and grow a personal training business off of your brand. And off of your hard work, you know, because the reason why people look up to you and look to you for guidance is because you've been through the journey.
Yeah.
You know, like if someone was saying the same thing you're saying right now, but they're 400 pounds, I would be like, why the fuck am I listening to this?
Or you have these, I call them swizzle sticks. You have these swizzle stick looking ass fucking trainers who have never been overweight in their fucking life.
Yeah. How are you going to tell someone about losing weight?
How are you going to tell a fucking 400-pound man to lose fucking weight?
Yeah.
You ever fucking been there? Fuck you, bro. Fuck you, Holmes.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I've heard some bullshit spewed by fucking trainers who have no fucking idea how hard it is.
Yeah.
It's a fucking hard thing. It's a hard thing. No one wants to be big. You don't understand.
Yeah.
You don't get it. And I hate these trainers. You see them online all the time. They'll gain like 75 pounds and they'll lose it. Oh, I know what no. You have a brief glimpse of what it is to be heavy.
Yeah.
Because you've seen yourself as fit for so long. You've seen yourself as skinny for so long. You have a brief glimpse. You don't know what 18 years, 19 years, 20, 30, 40 years of living unhealthy does. Your body's
years of abuse, bro.
Exactly. But their body, the ones that trainers that gain 75 to 90 pounds and then they lose it to
like
show,
on purpose. You mean?
On purpose.
Yeah, that's completely different.
I fucking hate them because their body knows exactly what the fuck to do.
Yeah.
With that stored body fat.
Yeah, and it's a different fat. People don't understand that there's
brown fat
and white fat.
Dude, dude. 100%.
That fat that you've had for the past 10 years is going to be a lot harder to lose than the 10 pounds you gained from, Christmas.
It's a motherfucker, bro. It's a motherfucker, and I hate these trainers that do that. Yeah. Or they're skinny as fuck, and then they gain all this goddamn weight to show their clientele or the people out there that it's possible. No, bro, I want you to stay there for fucking years and let your body realize that's its new homeostasis point.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Try it. No. Provechalo.
Yeah.
Try it.
It's like trying to get off the ground with a rocket ship and shit. It's just like burning a little bit of fuel.
Yeah, dude. Like your body knows exactly what the fuck to do when it hits the gym.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on this, but there is such a thing as muscle memory.
Yeah.
There is a such thing as your body's homeostasis point.
Yeah.
My new homeostasis point is fucking 220.
Yeah.
And right now I'm eating 4,500 fucking calories and I'm increasing calories week by week and I'm still, you know what I mean? And my body still wants to be 221.
That's one of the things that, I tell people is once you get your body in an optimal level, it's a calorie burning machine.
Dude, I'm literally sweating right now. Just
sitting there. Like, how much do you weigh right now?
221 this morning, dry.
Okay. 221. You can get another person that's the same height, same age, same everything, same beard as you. That's 225, but their body fat percentage is 40.
Yeah.
And they will look like a fat piece of shit next to you, but you guys are the same age, same height, same everything. Now, if you take both of you and you just sit there, you don't do shit for 24 hours.
I'm burning
You're burning like 4 times the amount of calories that this person is.
And that's
all right, cool. So we were talking about testosterone.
Oh yeah, a lot of men need to get their testosterone checked.
Yeah,
like that's definitely something that I'm a big advocate for.
Yeah,
because after losing all that weight, my hormones were out of whack for like a year, bro.
Really?
I had noticeable gynecomastia.
Yeah.
Or at least puffy nipples, not like hard, like there was like not hard, but there was puffy nipples, and I couldn't get my dick up, bro.
After you lost the weight?
After I lost the weight, man. Oh, and wow. I had like, my testosterone was, what was it, like 300 to like 350 nanograms per deciliter, which
that's like above average, no?
No, that's low to normal.
Really?
That's low to normal.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like, and the doctor wanted to give me ED medication. Dude, I had anxiety like a motherfucker. Still was depressed, but still was forcing myself to go to the gym.
Yeah.
It was very hard. And then I went to like 3 different doctors, and then I got on TRT from another doctor.
Yeah.
I always say, as a man, or even a woman, right? If you're, as a man or woman, make sure that your endocrinologist is your same, not same gender. I'm gonna get canceled for that one again. Make sure.
So if it's a man,
if you're a man, make sure that your endocrinologist is a man, and tell him how you feel.
Yeah.
Not just tell him what your numbers are. Tell him how you fucking feel.
Yeah.
Because low T is a silent killer of all men, whether it be depression, whether it be sexual performance, or whether it be, there's a myriad of things that low T affects.
Yeah.
We can touch on a million things.
Yeah.
But once I got on TRT, got my levels optimal. After that, it was, I was gaining. I could not gain muscle mass to save my fucking life while my friends were all fucking gaining muscle mass. And then after I hopped on TRT, put me at normal, optimal levels for a normal, healthy 20 to 21-year-old. Yeah. And I've been on testosterone for quite a minute after that.
Yeah, I used to work for a doctor who had a hormone. Well, he had a men's
hormone clinic.
Yeah, but he did a bunch of other stuff.
That's cool.
Not just TRT. He would do like
HRT, human growth hormone, all that shit.
He would do that. He would also do ED stuff.
Oh yeah,
some crazy shit. Like he had me like doing all kinds of research. Did you know there's this one thing where they literally inject a fucking needle into your dick and like they and like it lasts I think like 4 or 5 hours. I'm like, who the hell would even do that?
Porn stars.
Well, that, and he said like really old,
really old rich men
doctors.
Hey man, hey bro, hey, you know what?
They're like in their 70s. Like they still want to bone. Like
hey,
trying to smash.
Bro, they're trying to smash. They got all that money and assets, dog.
Yeah, and he would do like he had me like researching like devices from like China. There were like some vibration thing that they put like on their dick to like make it hard.
Yeah,
like to reproduce more blood vessels. Or something like that. And but a big thing was TRT, and I was doing a lot of research on, testosterone replacement therapy for people that don't know what TRT is. What makes a man? What makes a woman? It's your hormones. Like if people want to go through a transition, from male to female, they'll feed you hormones. To make you more of that gender. Like if you want to be more feminine, they're going to give you, estrogen. Yeah. If you want to be a more masculine or a man, they're going to give you testosterone. And in today's age, with the way that food is made and processed and, all these chemicals and people's diet full of like dairy and beer and shit.
Bullshit.
Men's testosterone levels, like you said, they're at an all-time low.
Exactly.
We're not getting enough sunlight. We're not getting enough physical activity. Our nutrition is shit. If guys are addicted to pornography left and right.
Exactly.
And, they're just lazy and have no energy and have no masculinity because of all the crap that you're being fed.
Exactly.
So like you said, average is shit now. Average testosterone levels right now, you're a little beta girl. You know?
Dude. Average testosterone levels was the highest point was like it's like 800 right now. Highest testosterone 800-900. Yeah. Our grandfathers, great grandfathers, and our great grandfathers, the low was 800. The high was 12.
Yeah. And it's crazy because men do go through a form of, for females, it's menopause. For men, it's andropause. Which is the supposed to be slow decline of your testosterone.
Oh, yeah.
And that's normal.
As you age, that is normal.
Your testosterone levels drop, your natural human growth hormone levels diminish, and then you die. Yeah. Which is the process of a human being.
And that's every man's life.
Yeah. So
I shouldn't be experiencing that at 20. I shouldn't be experiencing that shit at 21.
Exactly. It should be happening like in your 60s.
That should be happening in my 60s.
70s. But in today's age, most men are in their 30s already have fucking crashed through andropause, which means they're literally, they're not getting erections. Yeah. They have no drive. Their muscle mass is diminished big time.
Exactly.
They could be working out every single day as hard as they can.
Yeah.
But they're always fatigued. They're not recovering quickly. They're depressed, like you said.
There was a study, I think it was a university in New York, did a study on prepubescent, so pre-adolescent young boys, overweight, obese.
Yeah. Right.
So check it out. And this makes total fucking sense. Yeah. Right? Now a boy already has their testosterone, a young boy, testosterone, estrogen, their testosterone, natural testosterone's right here, their estrogen's right here. Yeah. Now, when you carry excess body fat, your estrogen's higher. That's
why you get those bitch tits.
Oh, yeah. So, and especially a little boy, too.
Yeah.
Especially a little boy. Now, check it out, right? So, eventually, to dumb down the study, I'll send you the link for it. To dumb down the study just a little bit. Now, a morbidly obese boy is, his estrogen's high, his testosterone's low. Yeah. Now, when he goes through puberty, right, the testosterone starts to raise, but his homeostasis level is already right here. So estrogen raises and will cap off the testosterone. Yeah. Will cap off the testosterone. So as he ages in life, he's already going to have low T. Yeah. That makes perfect fucking sense for why you have a bunch of little boys who are bitches today. Dude, the little boys nowadays, I also, single motherhood is, no fathers in the home. That's another thing. But no, that's another topic. But there's a reason why the little boys are bitches today is because they are highly overweight. And the foods that we're giving them are very high in phytoestrogens. Yeah. Dude, shit, my son's going to probably have, like my future son, I don't have any kids. Thank God, at least not yet.
Yeah, you get your little milk at school.
Dude, no, my kids are not. My kids are going to be eating fucking steak and eggs. You know what I mean? Like, my boys are eating steak and eggs because you know what, dude? I mean, like, it really worries me for the state of men in the future. Is if our testosterone's already declining and we know it's coming from the food, it doesn't matter if it's, or I don't believe in the term organic. I really don't. Yeah. There's something to be said for if there's already at a decline now and men in their 30s are experiencing andropause, there has to be some form of root cause, and there's some form of things we need to step back, take a look in the mirror and say, hey, we're not doing this correctly. Yeah. There's a reason. Why is my boy, there's nothing wrong with an effeminate little boy. There's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. Sometimes little boys are effeminate. Yeah. Well, why is my boy not acting like a boy? Boys should be running into shit, fucking, scraping their knees. Fuck. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, why is he crying and acting like a little bitch all the time? Yeah. That's where that's the problem.
Yeah. It's definitely has a lot to do with it.
Exactly.
And it's affecting everybody, because when you don't have a strong male figure in your life, and then you grow up with all these issues, you repeat that pattern, and then you just have more, weak men, and weak men create a lot of havoc in this world.
Weak men create hard times.
They create a lot of destruction and a lot of laziness and a lot of turmoil. A disciplined man, a man that's looking to evolve and grow and provide and protect. Who doesn't want that? It's an essential part of our survival. If we are not providing and protecting for our family and for our loved ones, then why the hell are we here?
Exactly.
Why are we here?
So
that testosterone level is a very, very crucial part, not only for that aspect, but just for your damn health.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
just for your health. Yeah. Don't you want to feel energetic? Don't you want to have...
man's health is his family's wealth. Your family is only as good as your health, boy.
Well, if you're sick, you're not going to work.
If you're sick, you're not going to work. If you don't work, your family will starve. If your family starves, you have failed at life. Yeah. That's my thing. I did a post on my Instagram. I got a lot of hate for it. I was like, what am I going to, if the cause of my health is due to me overeating, right? Me overeating causing the issue, like diabetes, heart disease, all those things are interconnected. Yeah. Right. And if you have a history of diabetes and heart disease, I really don't believe. If you have a family longevity of heart disease, don't eat like shit. Yeah. What are you going to tell your son when you're on your deathbed at the hospital because you have diabetes and now you have heart disease while you're dying? I'm sorry, son. I love cheeseburgers more than you. Yeah. Because ultimately you did. Yeah. You loved the comfort more than you providing with that young man a father.
Yeah, they call that the. Do you want to go through the pain of change or the pain of regret? Yeah. So you're gonna suffer one way or another. Oh, we choose our pain. We choose our suffering. Exactly. So are you gonna pick, immediate comfort? Are you gonna pick, discipline and long-term success and fulfillment and happiness? And the more that we teach this to ourselves and to our family and to our friends and the people that we look up to us and that we lead, the better we're all going to be, because health, and then now you can finally fulfill your life. Like you said, if you don't have, the most important thing first is your health, Secondly is the relationships with your family and friends and loved ones. And then third is money, success financially, because in today's age, without it, you can't really, unfortunately, be someone that can provide and protect without, the finances to back it.
Exactly.
So everything that you do should be surrounded around those three things. Is this making me healthier? Is this making me wealthier? And is this making me more connected with the people that I love? Exactly. And if the answer is no to what you're about to do, then you probably shouldn't do it.
Exactly. There's something touching back on the first thing. Yeah. There's sometimes activities. There are sometimes foods and sometimes activities, and sometimes foods are always great, but they can't be all the time because they're to your own detriment.
Yeah, exactly.
They're leisures. They're getaways. There are
a vacation.
They're a vacation. You know what it is? It's a pressure valve.
Yeah.
Undo it.
Yeah. Like imagine I love to go vacations and travel different places and experience, but after like 2 weeks, I'm like, I want to go back home.
I want to go back home. I love my routine.
I want to go back to I want to go back to the gym. I want to go back to my, my growth, back to my
shit,
my hustle, back to my grind. Eventually you get tired of just sitting back and sipping on margaritas and chilling on the beach. You can
only sip Mai Tais for so long.
It's great. Yeah. I enjoy it. I love it. I like just relaxing and not worrying about anything. Like you said, it's a pressure relief.
It's a pressure relief.
I'm recharging. I'm re-strategizing my life, and then I'm back into my world that I created. Yeah. I create this. I create everything that happens in my life. I choose to go to the gym. I choose what I put in my mouth. I choose what I read. I choose who I talk to and who I associate with and who I don't. I choose what business ventures I want to get into. I choose what I study and what I don't study. And, you are in control of your life. If you live in the U.S., you have the free will to,
you can do anything
you want.
Dude, being a product of fucking immigrants.
Yeah.
I can do anything, bro. Dude, you can do anything. It's the U.S., man. As a man, like you or woman or whatever, there's so many of my clients that hated their jobs. I'm like, girl, why don't you get your nails done a lot?
Yeah.
You could do that.
Yeah.
Now this chick has a fucking nail business. Now she's making $10K a fucking month.
Damn.
Yeah, doing nails, doing something that she enjoyed having on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's this guy who was like, hey man, you know what? I'm going to hire you to cook my meals and I'm going to give you some clientele.
Yeah.
Now he has a fucking meal prep business.
Yeah.
And he's making a good living to the point where he quit his main job.
Yeah. It's right now it's the era of the entrepreneur.
Handle business.
Yeah. Entrepreneur spirit is alive and well. Because whenever there's hard times, that's when we have to get hard and we have to get disciplined.
Hell yeah, dog.
So I feel we're in a transitionary period where we've realized like, damn, there's too many little bitch ass kids running around with high estrogen. There's too many weak men. There's too much craziness going on in the world. We need order. We need some sanity. We need someone to be like, no. We need adults. Right now, the people that are in charge are children.
Children.
And they're afraid of what's called reality. They're afraid of the truth. And unfortunately, people need medicine. If you're fucking sick, I know you don't like the taste of this shit, but it's going to heal you. It's going to fix you. I know you don't want to deal with it.
It was like Plato's allegory of the cave. You can only stare at the shadows for so long before you have to break your chains, go outside, see what the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Then you come back and you still realize that the shadows are still entertaining these people. Yeah. But you're no longer entertained by the shadows in the cave. You want to go out and experience it.
Yeah, you've seen the light. Once you see the light, you don't get entertained by shadows anymore. And that's the key to this podcast, is to spread the light.
Exactly.
Allow you to share your story, and hopefully the people that are listening are being impacted by that. And, we touched on a lot of important subjects today. So, I definitely want to have you back on the podcast in the future. I know we talked about possibly you starting your own podcast where it's, what did you say you were going to call it?
Dude, I don't know. Raw
with beefcake.
It's going to be like a kind of like, not with so many like mics and stuff, but it was.
Yeah, it's more gym. You're working out.
Working out and just working out and talking shit.
Yeah, that's actually a good concept because there's some similar podcasts, like, the one with the wings where they eat the hot wings and shit.
Yeah, I mean, that's cool.
It's like it's got its own little niche.
Yeah.
But the cool thing about the gym one is there's so many different things that can happen in the gym,
yeah, like 100%. Like,
and there's so many different like I've had training partners a lot throughout the years, And I have some hilarious conversations while fucking working out.
Like, what the fuck? Like,
and it's also could be educational. You could tell people like about, certain training techniques or certain forms.
This is what we're hitting today. This is how we're hitting it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then touch on the topics. You
get to eat some beef and cake.
Yeah, beef and cake.
After every workout, it's the post-workout meal. Beef and cake.
Beef and muffins.
Yeah, so that's a good concept. I think we should definitely. I told you I'm down to be your first guest on the show.
I'm down for it. I just wonder how it would be shot and like the mic situation.
I'm a professional videographer. You don't gotta worry about that.
All right,
that's
cool.
what I do. So I want to thank you again, man, for coming on the podcast. Is there any final message that you want to give to people, or to a personal trainer, or to someone that's going through a transformation? I'm sorry, or anything that you feel will impact, our audience?
I'll touch on all three. To the person going through that transformation, keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going. Quit tomorrow. Keep telling yourself that I'll just quit tomorrow. I'll just quit tomorrow. I'll just quit tomorrow. It's the same concept the Navy SEALs use.
Yeah.
It's a pressure valve release. I'll just quit tomorrow. Like, you'll notice, I know it's horrible to say, but you'll notice it'll become easier and easier and easier right after you say those words. It's like complaining a little bit.
Yeah.
I always tell my clients, complain all you want, just get it done.
Yeah.
I'm tired, get it done tired.
Yeah.
Like that. I'm tired. It's early, get it done tired. Drink some coffee.
Yeah.
Have you eaten? No? Go grab a rice cake. Cool. You good? Let's go. Next set.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's, just keep going. Just keep going. Just one more day. Just one more day. Just one more meal. Okay, cool. Meal's down. Dope. I'll quit tomorrow. Tomorrow happens. Okay. I'll quit tomorrow. I got my one meal down. Cool. You know what I mean? That's what it is.
And eventually you won't even think of quitting.
You won't even think of quitting. You won't even think of quitting. But that's my one piece of advice for someone going through a transformation.
It's good. It's good advice.
For a trainer or a coach, listen to what you have to say. Figure out if what you're going to say is going to be informational. Figure out if it's going to be factual. Then figure out if it's going to actually help your client.
Yeah.
Because if it's not going to do all three things, don't fucking say it. Sometimes your approach to things, sometimes what you have to say, or like what you say, is totally accurate.
Yeah.
But how you say it is shit. Especially I have 40 female clients. Working with women, it's not what you say. It's how you say it.
Yeah. Sometimes
you need to be blunt. Sometimes you need to be hard. But sometimes be like, hey, honey, you know what? Let's try it a different way. Instead of coming at it like this, let's humor the idea just for like a second. Humor the idea. Try it try it the way I'm going to tell you.
Yeah.
Instead of saying, hey, bitch, you know what I mean? Like, hey, do it how I'm telling you to. Yeah. There's multiple ways to skin a cat. There's multiple ways to do a Romanian deadlift.
Yeah.
Figure out the way your client learns. Figure out the way they learn and accept praise, and it'll pay off tenfold.
Right.
To someone going through that, what was the last one?
So we talked about someone going through transformation, someone starting off their coaching business, and then the last one, someone that's dealing with some mental health issues, depression, possibly thinking of suicide, having suicidal ideation. I know that, obviously you went through your ordeal. What kind of message can you give to them?
Get help. Get help. You're loved. You can always contact me. I'm always there.
Where can we find you, brother?
Find me on my Instagram at IamBeefcake. Then DM me. I always answer every one of my DMs. I have no requests.
Yeah.
I always answer every single one. Always make sure to. You are someone dealing with that. Know you're loved. You are valued. You have more value than you think you do, and you don't understand the level of impact that you don't understand the level of impact that you have until you've asked other people about you.
Yeah.
Have you asked, or have you just only asked you about you? Because sometimes when you ask you about you, you think you're a piece of shit, but in reality, you're probably really kind, really caring, and you actually help people and make a difference.
We tend to be our hardest critics.
Oh, I am. I still am. I still am. Am I doing enough? But now, I'm my hardest critic now, But it's not, am I doing enough for me? I ask myself, am I doing enough for others?
Yeah.
Am I doing enough for my trainees? Am I doing enough for my brother? Like, does he need anything? Does him and his wife need anything? Am I doing enough for my dad? You know what I mean? Am I doing enough for my business? Am I doing enough to give back to my clients to make sure that they are understanding the information, understanding how to contract that muscle, or understanding their diets better? Yeah. Am I doing enough for other people? Leaders, my older brother was technically my older cousin, Phil. Real leaders are those who serve. He told me, and he's always said it to me, he's a good man. He's a firefighter for Chino Valley Fire, Philip Vasquez.
Yeah.
Said it to me, real leaders are those who serve others. How many people have you helped?
Yeah.
Have you only helped yourself? Congrats, you selfish piece of shit. Go help somebody.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be the man I am today without my older brother.
Yeah.
Beat the shit out of me a couple times. Can't beat the shit out of me no more, though.
Come at me now, bro.
Yeah. Just kidding. Nah, man, I love him to death, man. My older brother is definitely always the voice of reason in my head.
Yeah. Well, those are some beautiful messages that you shared to our audience. And again, I want to thank you for coming on. Anybody out there that's listening and is looking, for some guidance, some help in transforming their life and their physique and their fitness, make sure to reach out to Isaac. I am .beefcake and Instagram. Shoot him a DM. If you're looking for a personal trainer, a coach, in person, he's training out of Apex Training Facility in Riverside, California. He also does online coaching. So make sure you reach out to him if you're not in the Riverside area, but still want to get coached by Isaac. Make sure to contact him. And again, guys, stay up and see you next time.